Good morning, welcome to SlimChat, it's Tracy. So, I'm sorry that you might have missed my SlimChat yesterday. I did eventually upload it, but the internet was so poor, it was early evening or thereabouts that I got it on eventually. After complaining and going through all the process of talking to the advisor and the engineers and all that stuff, but eventually it worked and I got it on there, so it is there. And we did do the movie quote of the day, and I know some people have seen it because obviously I've got some answers to it, but honestly, what a day. I didn't sleep at all. I must have had, well, I say at all, I must have had, as a hair, I've got it but can't find it now, I must have had probably about 3.5 hours sleep, and that's being generous. May not have even been that long, to be honest with you. Just kept going round and round in my head, all the possible scenarios and why my throat is so bad, and I was convincing myself it was part of it, and just couldn't sleep. So, and then because I couldn't sleep, I woke Gary up and he couldn't sleep, and well, what I managed to get off this morning and have a few hours, and that's it. But I actually got a phone call this morning and they told me that I've got a telephone appointment tomorrow because the actual surgeon who deals with me is not back in hospital until the 20-something of the month. So it will be a virtual appointment over the phone, which in some ways I'm glad of, because I really couldn't face getting ready, getting in the car, getting all the way to the hospital, parking up, walking in, waiting in the waiting room. All those things, with all this hanging over my head, just filled me with absolute dread. So I'm glad in a way that it'll be a telephone appointment, but then I'd worry that he won't tell me everything he needs to tell me. So I'll find out tomorrow anyway, tomorrow afternoon. Now, movie quote of the day yesterday was a lovely, lovely, easy one. I just decided that after my Dr. Havar and Miss Malmahay, I owed you guys a nice, easy one, and did. Here's Johnny. So who got that? Of course, it was The Shining, and it was Jack Nicholson, and a brilliant, brilliant movie. It was Verna Bradshaw got it, Margie, Jane Licorice's mum, Julie Batten, Cynthia Lovett, Tammy Teal and Anne Cooper. And I nearly couldn't read my own writing again. You think that I'd sort that out, wouldn't you? So this one goes back to a movie that I have quoted before, but obviously not this quote. If I can find it. What if someone does something irksome and I decide to remove his spleen? What if someone does something irksome and I decide to remove his spleen? So that's what if someone does something irksome and I decide to remove his spleen. So I want well, you can give me the character and the actor and the movie. So that'd be fabulous. So, yeah, it is quite an easy one, I think, but then I've watched the movie loads. So anyway, yesterday I had a lovely dinner. Gary made us lamb cutlets, and we had new potatoes and vegetables, and so it was really healthy, lovely dinner, and I enjoyed every bit of it. So some parts of my taste buds are improving, because whenever I kind of try something now, it doesn't taste so bad. I mean, if it smells iffy, I don't try it. So, I haven't had anything. Apart from a drink that I drank, someone asked, I tasted it and it was like, oh no. It tasted like mint and dirt. So it wasn't, I can't remember what it was. But it was a drink, like a soda. But mostly I'm drinking orange squash. That seems to be fine for me. and just Robinsons. Nice bit of advertising for Robinsons, but it's kind of going down quite nicely. If I do have a fizzy, then I have lots of ice in it, so it takes the fizz away, and it's lemonade. And also this, we have a watermelon and something as well, Fanta, which is quite nice. But I don't really drink fizzy, like, I don't say this, it's like a crazy word, but raw. You know, I don't cook it, but you know, I don't have it with that real biting rawness. I kind of mellow it out with ice and let it water it down a bit, so it's not quite as fizzy, because that doesn't, my throat doesn't like that. It doesn't sit well with me. Today's dinner, I have no idea what we're going to have. I've got a feeling it'll be chicken, and I'm going to finish off the veggies that were left over from yesterday. Gary will probably have something else because he doesn't like that too many times. I do. I just, you know, the way I look at it, and I wanted to feel healthy and able to fight what I've got to fight. Well, I hope I can fight, because I'll know tomorrow. Oh God, it's so nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking is what it is. So, but, you know, I can't say that I've been sticking to the letter of dieting. If I wanted a piece of quiche, I had it. If I wanted a gypsy tart, I had it. Yesterday I had a lovely sticky donut, but it wasn't like, it was jam filled, but it was a ring donut, which was weird. But I got them in, I want to say Morrison's or Tesco's. Can't remember where I was now. Doesn't matter. It was just a donut. But that tasted good. So, you know, more and more things are tasting good to me. But there tend to be things I don't want to taste good. Like potato, donuts, cake. You know, the worst things. Like chips. And although I do the active fry, that's fine. And potatoes are not fattening unless you make them fattening. They're just not low carb. So obviously I can't stick to that, with meat being the enemy at the moment. Everything tasting a bit dodgy. Although the lamb was fine, and sometimes chicken is fine and sometimes it's not. It just depends. I think it depends on how much animal fat's attached or in it. And, you know, that's what I think. It just seems to be the fat part of it that's not good. But sandwiches, bread, that sort of thing are all fine. All the things I don't want to eat, but, you know, I can't really help it at the moment. And, you know, there'll be a time, hopefully, when this is all behind me. Hopefully it will be behind me. Hopefully. See, I can't entertain feeling positive. I can't do it. You know, when people say no news is good news, to me it's not. No news is like, can't help that lady, you know. Might as well not get in touch quick. So that I always look on the black side, and I know I do. I look on the pessimistic side, because, you know, I cannot afford to allow myself to think this is nothing, it's just a T1, a small operation, and I'll be home and it'll be gone. I can't allow myself to think that way, because if it's not, I'm going to come crashing down to earth with a massive bump. So I entertain all the worst case scenarios, and that way I'm preparing myself mentally, I think. That's the, well, either that or I'm just a doom and gloom merchant. But who isn't when they've got something like this hanging over there, like the Grim Reaper's scythe swaying above their head? At least I can laugh about it, I suppose. Got to, really, haven't you? I cry. But none of them sleep deprived, so, you know, I'm probably delirious. Probably. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this, because I'm not going to ramble on anymore. And there's nothing else to ramble on about. Because I've, like, been awake all night, you'd think I'd have done something productive with my time, wouldn't you? Like, come in here, make some videos. But no. I wasn't really in any shape to do that. And I figured I was hot, sweaty as well, and, like, nobody needed to see me like that, you know. But I could have done the open with me. Oh, well. I was just spending my time trying to get to sleep unsuccessfully, then having a cuddle up, and then trying to get to sleep unsuccessfully. Until about, I suppose, 5-ish. Then I got off for a few hours. Oh well, I suppose it'll catch up with me later, so I better get my videos all done early. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care. I'll let you know after I get my news tomorrow what they say. Anyway, bye for now. Stay safe, take care, and for those of you in the UK, I know that across the pond it's probably already eased, but with all of the ease-in measures that they're announcing, don't take chances. I know there is a mad rush to get out of this awful situation, but don't take chances. COVID ain't no fun. You know, take it from me, I've got left with long COVID, and I don't know if this has been sparked by it. You know, I didn't have a sore throat and a sore tongue until I had COVID and then my first jab, and I didn't have any of this. It could be coincidence. It might have not, you know, been picked up a lot earlier if dentists had been open. Thanks to the pandemic, they weren't. Who knows? But don't take chances with your health. Really don't need it. You don't want the worry, or you don't want to be stuck with these horrible after effects that seem to go on forever. You know, just don't take chances. Wear that mask. Keep your distance. Don't be in a rush to get shoulder to shoulder with sweaty, smelly people. I'm thinking of like gigs and pubs. Just, you know, keep yourself safe is what I'm saying. I know we've had it for too long, and there is, you know, all these people that really want to rush out and just book up that holiday and get back to living. Well, yeah, let's get back to living. That's what I say. Let's get back to living, not taking unnecessary risks, which could be disastrous. So let's not. Just make sure you stay safe, because you know, I said at the beginning of this whole thing, I'm not losing anyone. I remember saying it, you know, you all got to stay safe because I'm not losing anyone. So yeah, still not. Bye for now. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.